Aquarius, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. How are you all doing? Thank you for, I've got a lot of new viewership for this particular zodiac after the annual reading. I'm so glad you all are enjoying that reading. If you haven't seen that yet, it's a reading for the entire year. Today we're going to be doing a reading for the period of January 10th through the 20th. We're going to take a look at what you may not see coming, get some important advice from Spirit, and offer some assistance around what will help ground you in your emotions, in your feelings, because we're entering into a really a marked increase in water energy. What I mean by that is, if you follow astrology at all, we have a Cancer full moon coming up. It's quite powerful around releasing the past. We're in a karmic year of number 9, numerologically. And this particular time period for which I'm reading, 5 planets are going to be in water signs. So you could be feeling emotional. And I thought it'd be great to start off these readings with a water-based oracle deck. This is called the Healing Waters. Let's see what kind of frequencies come forward. Thank you for tuning in. For all of your support again, thank you. Welcome. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Aquarius. All right. Let's see, Aquarius. We're going to get a shuffle or two. We'll get started. It might be a little brighter. It's 8 degrees Fahrenheit here where I live in New England. And I need more light. So I have like every window like blind open. Got to let the light in best we can in the winter here. All right. I'm getting my glasses on so I can see these better. Let's see. What frequencies here? What healing waters are you going to be experiencing this week for the Aquarius Collective? Plunge. Don't hold back. It's time. Go for it. Dive in. I think Sagittarius got this. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you have Sagittarius placements. Look at that. She is ready to go. I mean, she's mid-dive. So you could have already taken off from your platform, taking that dive. And it's like you're ready. Whatever comes your way this week, emotionally, you're prepared for it. And your guidance is to not hold back. Just go for it. Don't be afraid to dive in. All right, what else? That one wants to come out. We've got King Tide, which for me in this deck is the King of Cups. So you could be taking a dive in with someone else in your life. It doesn't have to be related to anyone. This card says plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. So take a dive into your emotions. You're going to be receiving too. So whatever you give here, you're going to be receiving, especially if you are dealing with a King of Cups energy. We'll see if it comes out in the tarot, but this is someone who's emotional, who's vulnerable, who has a lot of desire for you, care for you. Isn't that interesting? It's like, even if you look at the imagery, she's taking a deep dive and she's surrounded by this bubble. And this figure, this man, is holding up his arms and he's receiving. So some of you could be in an emotional exchange during this time with another person. And it feels really good. I think I did get that there was you had a strong indication of love for 2025, of something very fulfilling. All right, let's see if I can recall. Let's see, what's the last one here? Ooh, we got a couple more. The waterfall. Libra got this. I pulled this for Libra yesterday. Yeah, this is let the emotions flow. Inner power, unbridled confidence, claiming your place. So whatever exchange you're having, this could be you coming into balance with your heart frequency too, your heart chakra, where you just feel centered. You may have an easier time this Cancer full moon than other signs. And then you have cosmic ocean, current dreams, future realities, new beginnings. This also feels very positive. Yeah, you're taking a dive. Someone is there with you. It feels like you've got someone meeting you here in this watery world. And you're claiming your power in this. And you're stepping on a timeline of new future reality. Okay. Wow. All right, let's now get into the tarot. Nope, they're saying go with the Astro Matrix. Okay, Spirit. Yeah. The Fool, Five of Wands. Well, whatever obstacles that you've had to deal with when it comes to opening up to a new beginning, I'm getting that they're being removed. And you're also coming out of maybe what felt like a challenging time, and you're starting over in some regard. This is what you don't see coming for this time period. I love it. Plunge, King Tide, the Waterfall, and Cosmic Ocean. All right, we have these cups. Interesting, I said cups. We have these cards coming out sideways. Ace of Wands with the Five of Pentacles. I think there might be a little trepidation. Either you or somebody else. There's some sort of, you know what? I don't want to lead too fast into this. Like it's almost like you're afraid to get excited because you're afraid that it might mean things not turning out the way you hope. It could be around an idea, around your career. It's like you're being asked to remove the fear. Remove the fear. That's what I'm getting here with Ace of Wands. Remove the fear of something that if you allowed yourself to be, just to appreciate and enjoy the excitement of it without having fear get in the way of actually feeling that. Because the Ace of Wands is our divine inspiration. If it's sideways, you're like, which way is this going to go? Let me just protect myself. Five of Pentacles, fear of being left out in the cold. You could be uncertain about beginning this new beginning. And you're getting this push. Spirit's like, just dive, Aquarius. And I get it. You're like, well, is the water temperature good enough? Is the air temperature good enough? Which way is the wind blowing? Let's get some more information here. Spirit's like, just do it. Yeah. You're protecting your energy. You could feel like there's a lot coming at you this week. This is someone that's, he's got his spirit, his fire energy. He's playing, some sort of defensive stance here. So, this is around your fire energy and a fear of lack. So, interesting. It's almost like whatever challenges that you've had to face, it's it's got your attention. It's got your attention. This is fascinating. I want to keep going. I'm not seeing major arcana. Yeah, this is around stabilizing. You could feel like it, we have just so you know, we have the sideways, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. You're like, I don't know which way this is going to go. Should I really do this? And then you're like, but I'm going to protect myself, right? I'm going to dive, but maybe I'm just going to get in, This is when you go into water and you're like, I need to acclimate. I'm not just going to plunge into this. I have to put my feet in first, and get used to it. And this is something, I do know that whatever you're plunging into, it has to do with your material world, your sense of security. It's like you're afraid to take some sort of risk. It could be around a big purchase or around home renovation, home transition. Four of Wands is also a commitment. So you could be going through some challenges and a commitment as well for some of you. I want to clarify. This is peculiar because in all regards, you're protecting what's yours. That's what this feels like. And you have an opportunity to celebrate how hard you've worked and what you've achieved. You've reached, this feels like a milestone moment, but I don't know why I'm getting this. It's like you've got all this heavy wand pentacle energy, and then you have all this emotional energy. And it's like you're having a hard time, letting your feelings flow because you're afraid. It's like when something exciting happens and someone says, don't start celebrating. So it's kind of like giving me that vibe. I want to clarify. I want to find out why the Five of Pentacles is sideways here. There's some sort of fear. Fear of a new beginning. Fear of going towards something you desire. Fear that this won't ground. Some of you are afraid to get involved with someone because you don't know if it's going to turn to a commitment and be good for you. Ooh, Four of Pentacles in reverse. More pentacle energy. You're letting go. When I see that, it's really about letting go. Yeah, Six of Wands. Some of you, this has to do with your career. There's the King of Cups. No, I was right. This is about somebody in your life. I'm going to read for two groups here. The group that's interested in career only right now, I'll get to in a minute. The group that's really interested in a love situation that's unfolding or being challenged, your job during this time period is to let go, to look at the positives in the situation, not focus on the negative. That's why this Five of Pentacles is sideways, because Five of Pentacles is like a downward energy. It's this feeling of I'm not going to get what I want, especially because the Ace of Wands is sideways and they came out together. So you have an opportunity here with the Six of Wands and the King of Cups to actually appreciate and enjoy the positive of the situation. So don't overly emphasize the negative. Others of you, if it regards your career, you're afraid to do what you love because you don't think it's going to generate the kind of money that you need and want to feel secure. And you're coming up with all these reasons why you can't take a risk. And Spirit's saying, whatever this is in your life, whether it has to do with love and a person in your life or your career and making some changes and taking a new risk, like I said, you may need to do let me just take my feet and acclimate. So whatever this new thing that you want to initiate, I wouldn't hold back from it. You're getting pushed to go in that direction, but it's like, especially when it comes to building something stable in your life, it has to take those necessary steps forward, especially around building a new foundation. It looks like you're building something new in your life that could really last. But if you feed a narrative of lack and fear and worry, I don't think it's going to be, you're not going to appreciate the emotion of it. You're not going to feel the emotion. You're going to be caught up in fear. So that's why the waterfall is here. It's like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but let yourself be excited, Aquarius. Can you let yourself be excited? Because this is stepping into the limelight and doing what you love and not holding back from your potential. Or this is, letting go of control and opening up your arms to someone who wants to love you. Instead of sitting in fear, like I'm afraid to open up to this person. And this could be cross watchers. You could be dealing with an Aquarius who's showing you this kind of energy. And they're defensive and they're like, I don't know. Let's get some advice from Spirit. They want me to keep using this deck. Let's get some advice from Spirit. Let's get some advice for you about this. Page of Swords. My sleeves. They don't roll up, y'all, but it's so cold I had to put on the sweater. Ooh, okay. Some of you, okay, I get it. Some of you, this is a friend who has feelings for you and you don't even know what I'm talking about. I think I got that. Somebody that you're like, ooh, we're hanging out, we're buddies. There's something here. Because you have the Page of Swords, the Star, and the Three of Cups. This is also let the emotions flow, right? Like you're realizing that you're stepping into a timeline where it's feeling right for you. It's healing. It's your star energy. It's you, right? You and you, Aquarius. You're like in your energy and you're like, but let me just study the situation. And I don't know yet. I need to do the research. Let me just put my toes in and gather, all the environmental conditions. And then maybe I'll allow myself to get excited. So, do the research, but don't let it prevent you from actually feeling excited. The advice is, you're coming together. There's an overflow of emotions this week. Don't get in your head about what you're initiating at this time that you're afraid to initiate. Whether you don't want to be vulnerable with someone in your life and you're like, they got to be the vulnerable one first, or you're not sure what someone's intentions are, or you're not sure if you put all this energy, right? Time, energy, resources into this project or this community, that it's going to be what you want ultimately. And why not just try? I'm getting that. Why not just try? I'm getting an encouragement to tell you, just try. Try and see what happens. I'm getting that very strongly here. Let go of control. Drop into your heart space. Open your heart and get ready to receive. And if you have any hesitation, take a look at that, because usually it's fear. It's fear of loss, lack. Some of you, you're already with someone in a commitment, and you both have been very defensive lately, and you've been looking at all the things that are wrong. It's interesting because before coming in this reading, I saw a quote by Yoko Ono, and she's like, try not to say one negative thing about anyone today. Try not to say a negative thing about anyone for the next 45 days. Try not to say a negative thing about anyone for the next 3 months. Now try that. I mean, can you do that? I mean, we're hardwired to look at what could be wrong. So we feel we have some sense of control and protection from getting hurt. And I know it's necessary to see, right, the pitfalls, right, of a situation. But I don't know. I feel like Yoko's onto something there. Like, if you truly want to live in the cosmic ocean and allow the waterfall and really dive into life, it's not about having fear. It's about acknowledging the fear and doing it anyway, right? That's what true bravery is. Saying, you know what? This is scary, but I'm going to do it anyway. You don't bypass it. All right. Let's now get some advice around how to stay grounded, which it looks like you are trying to do that already. Let's get a little bit more. This is really good energy. I'm getting you feeling like this is going to be hard to bring it back together. I do see that things are going to smooth out. You're learning how to heal a connection. If this is about a commitment and you're not sure how it's going to be moving forward, this is also coming together in a friendship and hoping, that things progress, and you're taking your time. You're trying to build something stable or rebuild something stable, and you will succeed. Keep your heart open. All right, let's get some final pieces here around how to ground during this time. They're indicating you're moving to calmer waters. That's the Six of Swords. You're leaving behind things that aren't serving you, and you're welcoming a more peaceful state, a more peaceful inner state after some strife. Five of Swords. And also, don't hold on, right? Listen to Yoko. Don't hold on to the negative, the leftover mad feelings, right? The grievances around somebody who maybe, won at all costs a fight, or this is the card, I'm getting it strongly. This is some sort of stalemate. And they're saying you need to let go of the stalemate because it's going to disturb you inwardly in your emotions if you hold on to it. There's some sort of investment you're making here. Page of Pentacles. They want you to focus on that, not on what's already gone on. Yeah, there's the Queen. Some of you, this does have to do with a connection, that like a partnership of some kind. Could be a work partnership, but with the cups here, I'm inclined to think this has to do with a commitment and love. You got to let go of the fight, right? Let go of, if you can't resolve it, I think that you are, because you're letting go. I see you letting go here and experiencing an upswell of confidence in the connection itself during this time period. Don't hold on too tightly to what's already happened. Go in with a hopeful heart. And I don't think it's I don't think you're being foolish here. These are two people who actually really have a lot of love for each other underneath everything. And if it's somebody new coming in and you're unsure because you've had a lot of experiences, Aquarius, where you weren't energetically aligned, you've learned from that, but there's plans being made. This is also my dating card, Page of Pentacles. Let's make a plan. And you two are matched in your heart coherence. So this means you both are looking to feel nurtured by a connection, to nurture each other, to love each other unconditionally. This person matches you in that desire. So I'm getting, on all fronts here, forgive the past, whether this is a new person or old person. And if this has to do with your career, Take action. Don't hold back from your true potential. Start that project. Start that hobby. You know, this is about being a more well-rounded person. So if you've had a tendency to kind of deny yourself those emotions, I mean, this Cancer full moon, this period of time is when it's time to open up our hearts a little bit more to the world, to ourselves. And like I said, don't focus on the negative. Let's get some self-care. Or allow someone around you to be in that vibration. It may not even be you. It could be somebody that you're dealing with. And it's like if they're in this downward negative state, like a negative spiral, and that's what they tend to do, try to see them, send them love and light. Try to see them in a positive way, right? Try not to feed that narrative any more than it's already been fed. Okay. We have 2 cards, affirmation and reflection here in this deck. Loneliness is the poverty of self. Solitude is richness of self. Today, be the friend to yourself that your heart most desires in another. Yeah. Some of you are coming out of a period of loss and grief, and you're uncertain about letting someone in. You've been moving on from something that was very challenging. You've had a lot of support with your friends here. You might have even had to move in with friends, and you've been stabilizing in your career, and you've been very protective. If you're single, you're calling in a King of Cups here, and you're in your energy. So you've learned that solitude is very rich, and then your past does not define who you are today. Close your eyes and take 10 deep breaths sometime during this time period. With each inhale, as I'm getting choked up, interesting. With each inhale, breathe in calm and peace. With each breath, let go of what came before. You are here now. Your path is in front of you. Yeah, it's like don't take the baggage from the past. Leave it behind. We are all entering a new 18-month cycle with the lunar nodal shift, and this Cancer full moon is a real strong demarcation line between that period of time and the new. And this is about being led and guided through your heart frequency and your intuition. So, Aquarius, I love that you are in this beautiful energy of healing, of renewal, and coming together with people that support you, your community. You're learning and growing. And I think you're perfectly poised for a heart-opening experience, whether it's with someone that you've been dealing with or someone that you're newly dating, or you falling in love with creating something that really highlights your skill set and makes you feel alive, right? Isn't that what life is for? So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aquarius. Take care. Namaste.